fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. It's almost May, and you know what that means. Oh, hi there, fishy folks. I didn't even see you there. I was just using my coldest espresso cup. Look how adorable it is with the nice saucer. Yeah, I don't normally use the saucer. I just use the cup when I want like a cup of coffee in the morning real quick, and then, you know, I'll fill up my mug on my way to work. You know, like this one, this coldest water mug, which keeps stuff really cold and hot for a long time. Right now I have water in it because I love water. But enough about the coldest. You want to know it's May, so what? Pond season! That's right, folks. Pond season. Used to be my favorite time of the year, but I've been kind of lazy outside and I got a lot of personal stuff going on, so not so sure I'm going to do ponds this year. If I do, it'll probably just be one, maybe 150-gallon mutt guppy tub. We'll see. I may, if I get motivated enough, I may do the subscriber mutt guppy tub where you guys send me guppies. I'll give you a gift certificate to the website, and then all those genetics mixed in, we'll see what we get. Might be the plan. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd be interested in that. Or if you're not interested in tubs anymore, I won't do any more videos. But it's time to start planning. If you're going to do tubs, you want to start planning. You may have to go, you know, build something or do some landscape before you do it. You may already have everything ready and you want to get it set up, make sure everything's nice and level. You may be one of those people that really like the aesthetic of the pond, and that's cool. Whatever you like, whatever you want, you should already be thinking about it. I know there's parts of the country where it's probably warm enough and you've had, you know, a tub or a pond out for a month already. And here in South Jersey, 2 weeks ago, it was in the 90s, and then it hasn't been that warm since. As a matter of fact, today it's like, I don't know, about 45? Hold on, I'll tell you. It is 55 degrees and raining, and for those of us that don't use Fahrenheit, like Canada per se, like they don't use Fahrenheit. In fact, nobody uses Fahrenheit but the United States. It's 11 degrees Celsius and raining. Raining, like if you look at it's raining. So I'm not going to be doing any pond or tub stuff this weekend because that's the forecast all weekend. But I digress. Where you are, it might be nice. You're going to have to start planning your tubs. Now, I've done many videos on ponds and tubs. At one point I had 15 different tubs outside, all different sizes, whatever I could get my hands on. I had everything from like a 10-gallon laundry basket all the way up to the 150-gallon Rubbermaid stock tank, which is my preferred version of a pond or tub, are the Rubbermaid stock tanks. Now, I've even done tubs in, you know, like totes like this. In fact, I have a video up here. The problem with that is they're not designed to hold the pressure of water, so you may have to build either a frame or, like I did, cut out the top and use the top as the frame to help keep the sides from blowing out too much. But the Rubbermaid ones, start looking on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist if you guys still use that. But usually you can find them for sale, half price from new. Tractor Supply usually has a coupon if you want new, or you want something different or can't find them used. You should be able to find them less than full price somewhere pretty much all year round. The thing with the tubs are you have a huge volume of water, and if you maintain it correctly, you'll never need to do water changes, ever. Because like in my 150-gallon stock tank, if I put 50 guppies in there to start, there's still way too much water. Put a seeded filter in there, lots of plants, you're good. Rainwater will do the water changes for you, you're fine. If you're one of those people that like the aesthetic of the pond and you want, you know, fancy plants, marginals, or what have you, check out KJEAquatics.com. He's got all kinds of stuff. That's my buddy Keith. And if you're looking for guppies for your tubs, yours truly, michaelsfishroom.com. I personally like the mutt guppies. I love doing the mutt guppies outside because the sun and the insects, the smorgasbord of the delicious protein that they get, plus the sun, really makes their colors pop. And mutt guppies, as you know, are my favorite guppy. But real quick, I like to set my tub up where there's a water source nearby, you know, with a hose or what have you, because if you're filling up a 150-gallon tub and you have to use buckets, that's a pain in the behind. So that's why I like the hose. I also like to have a power source nearby because I like to run at least an air stone in every tub, if not a sponge filter. I have a big, ginormous sponge filter I'm seeding just in case I do a tub outside. It doesn't hurt to have a seeded filter. In fact, I recommend that for everyone that has any fish tanks. Just keep an extra sponge filter in the tank seeded so that if you get new fish in, boom, quarantine tank. If you get a 6-fish, boom, hospital tank. If you're at an auction and, you know, you go crazy and buy fish that you don't have room for, boom, now you have a filter. You can, you know, set up a tank real quick. That's simple. What else about the tub? So location is important. I like to not have them in full sun. You know, I don't want the fish to get overheated and die and be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, that would be bad. You can't do that. I like to put them in mostly shade. Obviously, some sun throughout the day, but mostly shade because, especially if it's really warm, like ambient outside, like if you're in Texas and it gets to 120 degrees, you're going to be in trouble. But here in Jersey, it rarely gets to 100. Even 90 is pretty rare. But, you know, 90 in the sun for a day or two, that water is going to get to over 100 degrees and it's going to smell nasty because your fish are going to die. So you got to be careful. A couple of questions I get, ponds, are, do you feed them? I do feed them every couple of days. There are bugs and stuff that they can eat, plus all the algae that grows. At least guppies eat the algae. Now, if you're not doing guppies, if you're doing egg layers like white cloud minnows or something like that, your setup is going to be slightly different. You're going to need some place for those fish to be able to lay those eggs, drop the eggs in a bunch of, you know, plants, floating plants, plants that hang at the bottom, whatever. For live bearers, you're going to want a lot of floating plants for them to go in there, drop their fry. The fry can, you know, chill out in there and be safe until they grow bigger. I've tried plecos outside. I've never had any luck. I know some people have. I know people have tried angels outside and done well. I've never done angels. I might do cories along with my my guppies if I do them because I have cories that spawn usually inside in my fish room, and it usually happens the day before I'm leaving for a trip or something, and I never take care of the eggs, and they get eaten, and that's fine. But eventually I'll catch them when I'm home for a couple weeks and be able to artificially raise them. The other question I get asked is, how do you cover your pond so that, you know, dragonflies or birds or turtles or frogs don't get in there and eat all the fish? Now, I had a method that I was using. I was using that bird netting that I would double up, and I made like a hanging frame to keep it tight. Unfortunately, that didn't work last year, and I think that was part of my problem, so I have to rethink that. Once I rethink that, I will let you know. If you have an idea of what to use, please leave it down in the comments below. Let's talk about how to stock your tub. Now, it depends on what the purpose is. Mine is always breeding for profit, so I'll put, like, I don't know, 15 females and 10 males, or 15 females and 5 males, whatever it is, and just let them go. But if you're like breeding a specific strain of guppy or platy or different live bearer, you may have to go in there and cull them, unless you're doing mutts. That's one of the reasons I love the mutts outside, because you could just let them do their thing and see what nature brings you. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I do it, it'll be a mutt tub, probably just one, and I'll probably do some cories on the bottom, just to see how they do outside. So you could get mutt guppies at michaelsfishroom.com. I do sell them in 5-packs or pairs. Check out the website, like I said, michaelsfishroom.com. And I hope you found this video interesting. And if not, sorry. I'm not really sorry. I don't really care, but I was trying to be nice. If you did find it interesting, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And then share it with all your friends. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I mean, I've even done videos with, like, you know, these things. The problem with... Alright. But let's talk about what fish you're going to use. But this little thing will keep like a shot of coffee cold for like hours. Not cold, warm. I'm an idiot. We're gonna do this again. Oh, hi fishy folks. I was just drinking out of my coldest espresso mug, which is kind of an oxymoron, but you know what I'm saying. Today, no, fucking idiot.